Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. My name is Thandiwe Muriu and this is my channel. We're currently going through a series of photography basics for beginners. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining us. If it's not your first time, I thank you for allowing me to continue with you on your photography journey. You can hit the subscribe button below to get my videos every Monday and Thursday. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking all about batteries. I know you're wondering how much is there to know about batteries. I thought the same as a beginner, but I realized there's a lot to know. When I initially started using my flash when I was shooting at night or events, so this external flash, I used to use normal Energizer batteries. You know, the ones where you walk into the supermarket and you buy a pack of 4 for about 400 shillings. So these guys. And I was really happy with how things were going with the batteries until I noticed other photographers were changing their batteries less often and they seemed to be able to shoot faster than I did with their batteries. What I mean by that is how many flashes they could get per minute seemed to be higher than my flashes per minute. So shout out to Paddy Getty, hey Paddy, who actually informed me about a new type of battery called Eneloops, and that's these guys. And the difference between the Eneloop and the Energizer is that the Eneloop, number one, is a rechargeable battery, but it's also what's called a high capacity battery. So you can get more flashes per minute using the Eneloop than you can with the Energizer. And when I was using the Energizers, I did about 3 packs of these, so what, 12 batteries per event, let's say a 3-hour event. And with the Eneloops, I probably just use 4 batteries or 8 batteries only, which is amazing. Because the Eneloop is a high capacity battery, I also get more flashes per minute with this battery. Now, these Eneloops cost about $17 for a pack of 4. If you get them with the charger, they cost about $26. And right, it's getting a bit crowded here. And this is what the charger they come with. They're made by Panasonic, and because I bought this off Amazon US, it comes with the American plug, but if you buy them from Britain, you can get a British, plug, which works well. So again, I was really happy with the performance of these batteries, but then I realized I had a problem. Because I have about 16 of these batteries, it would take me a day and a half to charge all of them. So what happens if I'm shooting an event on Tuesday and it ends really late on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday morning I have an event? I was never able to charge my batteries on time. So another awesome photographer called Emmanuel Thuo, hey Emmanuel, introduced me to these amazing chargers that can charge many batteries at one go. So what happened was I could now charge, I think this is 10 batteries in the span of a few hours. And I noticed that this charger, mine's made by EBL, but there's many brands out there, can charge the batteries faster than the battery charger I got with the Eneloops originally. Another amazing thing about these chargers is that it shows you the different charge level of each individual battery that's currently charging. So if one of your batteries is fully charged, it actually completely stops charging that battery independently, and it will continue to charge every other battery in the charger that is still not at full capacity. So that's really awesome. One thing you need to note about Eneloop is that they make 2 types of batteries. So if you go online, and I'll provide links to all of these products in the description box below, there's the black Eneloop, which is the Eneloop Pro, and then there is the white Eneloop, which is the standard Eneloop. This one has seen a bit of life. So the difference is that the Eneloop Pros, the black ones, actually hold more charge than the normal Eneloops. These are closer to your Energizer battery, the difference being they're rechargeable. The Eneloop Pros also charge faster, which is something you do want as a photographer, especially if you're shooting consistently. You need to get your charge up as fast as possible so that you can shoot events that are really close in time to each other. The Eneloop Pros have more flashes per minute than the normal Eneloops. In a practical sense, what this means is when you're shooting, for example, this is just numbers off the top of my head. If I'm using the Eneloop, the standard Eneloop, I could probably do, let's say, 5 flashes in a minute with my external flash, whereas if I'm using the Eneloop Pro, I could do 7 or 8 flashes per minute. Again, that's just an example off the top of my head. The standard Eneloops cost $17 on Amazon for a pack of 4, so it's the exact same price as the Eneloop Pros, but with the charger, the standard Eneloops are $19, whereas with the charger, the Eneloop Pros are $26. So it's a small price difference, but I just recommend you go straight to the top and get the Eneloop Pro. I forgot to mention the price of this big charger over here. The price for this particular EBL charger is $35 on Amazon, so it's a bit pricey, but you're only going to need to buy it once, and it's a great investment to make sure you can shoot events that are very close in time to each other. So I've talked about how this is an amazing battery. I know I've kind of gone on and on and on about how you need to buy it, but there's one thing you do need to know about using rechargeable batteries in your flash, and I learned this the hard way when I was shooting a wedding. If you trigger your flash too many times within a short period of time, so maybe 10 flashes in the span of a minute, your external flash will actually overheat, which I hear is a problem with rechargeable batteries in your external flash. And what happens when it overheats is that it will stop working and it will tell you that it needs a few minutes to cool down. In as much as these batteries are amazing, they can give you a really fast cycle time. That is, you can do many flashes per minute. The problem is that if you go too trigger happy with your flash, you can make it overheat. So you need to shoot a bit responsibly. Just because your batteries allow you to flash many times in a minute doesn't mean you should use that to its highest capacity, because you want to avoid an overheating situation, which may mean that you miss the moment that you're trying to photograph. I know we've just gone over Eneloops, but you need to know that there's many other high capacity rechargeable batteries on the market, so these are not the only ones you can buy. They're just the ones I use and I've had a really good experience using. You can use your Eneloops for anything that needs AA batteries because they are just a standard AA battery. However, it's good to know that they're designed specifically for technology and devices that need a very big amount of energy. For example, on your external flash or any other device that uses high amounts of energy to perform. I know a lot of you will have questions about how long the Eneloop lasts, and I can just tell you from my own experience, I've used mine for about 2 years and they still perform excellent. I do think the amount of time they last depends on how often you recharge them and how much you use them, so I can't give you a very accurate figure, but I've done 2 years with mine and they're still going strong. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was a really helpful tip on the batteries you can use for your external flash. If it's not your first time on the channel, thank you for allowing me to walk with you on your photography journey. I really do appreciate your support. If you're a professional photographer, I would love to hear about the batteries that you use to power your external flash, and you can drop a comment in the comment section below. Any gear mentioned in this video has been linked in the description box below, so you guys can know where to get it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or queries about this video, you can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or off my website, www.thandiwemuriu.com. I would love to get a conversation going with you. Again, links to all of those are in the description box below. For now, that's it, guys. See you next time.